batting champion and all-district first team in the year 1974. After playing a short time in college, he received his degree and then came home to what would be a successful coaching career in the world of high school baseball. Success as a coach is measured by your wins, titles, and players you produce. With his work ethic and dedication and achievements, Coach Garcia is indeed a success. He has mentored many young men in the community, 9 of which have earned all state honors. Excellence is the gradual result of always striving to do better. These are the words of Coach Pat Riley, and Mario Garcia lives these words with his players on and off the field. Please make welcome at this time one of our own, coach of the Alexander High School Bulldogs, Mario Garcia. You know, a surgeon values his hands much like a boxer does. Our next honoree has done both. He has been a boxer and he's a surgeon. He has had his share of the boxing ring as a fighter, but today he dedicates his time to boxing in a different way. Dr. Manuel Gonzalez's involvement in boxing goes back to his youth, but today he is on a different side of the ring. He is the ringside titled fight doctor, and I'm sure you've seen him on NBC, ESPN, Fox, Azteca, and HBO, as he has provided medical attention to world title fighters as they challenge for the belt. But he goes further and advises and mentors young, up-and-coming boxers. His involvement does not stop there. He is a medical advisor on the Committee for Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation of Combative Sports. Dr. Gonzalez is innovative in the field of boxing and initiated the regulating and licensing of Texas ring physicians. He is proud to join his son Armando, who incidentally was inducted in 2009 for excellence in accomplishments in karate as a national champion. Our next honoree is a proud native Laredoan and has contributed much to our community in the field of medicine and combative sports. Please welcome our next inductee, Dr. Manuel Gonzalez. Growing up in a humble household and the only girl with 6 brothers, our next honoree knew what it was like to have to prove yourself in a male-dominated world. 1 sister, 6 brothers. Her parents would instill a si se puede, or yes you can philosophy in her. Through hard work, persistence, and perseverance, Linda Alvarado would jump every hurdle set in front of her by the male world and prove that she could succeed even though she was a woman. She started her own construction business in 1974 by borrowing money from the people who believed in her most, her parents. Today, she is founder and sole owner of Alvarado Construction, a successful construction company in Colorado, one of her many first accomplishments. In 1992, Ms. Alvarado made history as the first Latino, male or female, to to own a Major League Baseball franchise, the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah.
Now, you know, several of you out there, I don't think, heard exactly what I said. I want to repeat it again. In 1992, our next honoree made history as the first Latino, male or female, to own a Major League Baseball team. And owning a construction company, owning a baseball team isn't enough. She and her husband Robert founded Palo Alto Incorporated, which operates 150 franchise restaurants. To call her successful is an understatement. Linda Alvarado has cleared every hurdle with her determination, confidence, and poise. South Texas, Laredo, please give a warm South Texas welcome to our next honoree, a trailblazer, role model for women and all Latinos, and someone who proved si se puede. A force to be reckoned with. Please welcome CEO of Alvarado Construction and co-owner of the Colorado Rockies, Ms. Linda Alvarado. First time in its 38-year history, the Latin Hall is honored to recognize two childhood friends who grew up and began their baseball careers in the sandlots of Florida playing against each other. After successful baseball careers in high school, they attended different colleges on baseball scholarships. As professionals in the major leagues, as fate would have it, they met again in America's center stage in the October 2001 Classic, World Series Classic. They won 4 World Series championships while playing with the New York Yankees. The others, his 9th inning winning hit gave the Arizona Diamondbacks their only World Series title and his World Series ring. And I often wonder if he's still friends with Mariano Rivera. The Latin Hall and all of South Texas is honored to have such distinguished, not just baseball players, but baseball superstars make time from their busy schedule to join our Latin Family Hall of Fame this evening. Our sincerest thanks, congratulations are genuinely extended to both. Now, with your permission, I would like to read a brief biography, give you, basically you non-baseball fans, a little background on two of my heroes. Luis Gonzalez was born in Tampa, Florida, and forever will be in Arizona Diamondbacks fans' hearts as a player who beat the New York Yankees in the 2001 World Series. Luis grew up in Tampa and graduated from Thomas Jefferson High School. In 1985, Tino Martinez, New York Yankees superstar and neighborhood friends, were teammates in Little League, 1985. They were also teammates on their high school baseball team. After attending South Alabama University, where he garnered Baseball America's all-freshman second-place honors, Luis was selected in the 4th round of the 1988 amateur draft by the Houston Astros. From 1990 to 1995, he was on the roster of the Houston Astros. He later played for the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago Cubs. In 1999, Gonzalez was traded to the Arizona Diamondbacks, where he became a key player for the team. 2001 proved to be, without question, the best year for Luis Gonzalez, as he surprised everyone by hitting, does anyone out there know how many home runs he hit in 2001? Give me a number.
51. 51.
54.
How many?
54.
No.
56.
No.
57.
You ready for this? 57 home runs.
Babe, you should remember.
By the way, the 57 home runs is the third best in National League history by a left-handed hitter, eclipsed only by Barry Bonds and Ryan Howard.
But he has steroids. He's on steroids. I don't care.
That same year, 2001, Luis was selected to his second All-Star game in July and finished the league's second best with 198 hits. And that year's All-Star game was the winner of the Home Run Derby. In 2001, it was Gonzalez's key base hit in the bottom of the ninth inning against New York Yankees legendary ace Mariano Rivera that won the World Series for the Diamondbacks. Luis Gonzalez is one of only 19 players in Major League history to collect at least 2,500 hits, 500 doubles, 350 home runs, and 1,000 runs batted in. Those accomplishments allow him to join Hall of Famers Hank Aaron, Lou Gehrig, Willie Mays, Stan Musial, Tony Perez. Incidentally, Tony Perez was a Latin Hall of Famer inductee in 1993. Ted Williams, and Babe Ruth, among the other greats that joined Luis Gonzalez. Gonzalez retired in 2009 and later joined the ESPN and Fox baseball networks as a baseball analyst. He is now a special assistant to the president and CEO of the Diamondbacks. His jersey, number 20, was retired by the baseball club in 2010. Now, I'm going to ask you to recognize Luis, but I'm also going to stray a little bit from the program. And what we're going to do now is recognize his teammate from high school, college, Tino Martinez. Then we'll ask you to recognize and pay tribute to both of them collectively. Tino Martinez. By the way, I was told, Tino, that not to sneak up from you on the back and tap you in the back, because that might lead to a brawl, so please. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, like I mentioned with Miss Alvarado, Google Tino Martinez and take a look at probably the biggest baseball brawl you'll ever see. So as a suggestion tonight, please don't sneak up behind Mr. Martinez and tap him in the middle of the back. Constantino Tino Martinez was born in Tampa, Florida, and is remembered as one of the key players in the New York Yankees' 1990s dynasty while serving as a third and first baseman. Tino was selected in the first round of the college draft class of the 1990s by the Seattle Mariners, where in 1995 he hit 31 home runs, drove in 111 runs, and batted .297 as the Mariners won their division. Following that season, the Mariners traded him to the New York Yankees, where he replaced legendary team captain Don Mattingly. Tino helped lead the Yankees to 4 World Series championships in 1996, 1998, 1999, and 2000. In 1997, Tino Martinez had his best year as a New York Yankee when he was second in the American League with 44 home runs and 141 runs batted in, and finished second as the most valuable player. That same year, he won the Home Run Derby at the All-Star game. He hit 2 quite memorable home runs as a Yankee in the World Series. First, in the 1998 World Series, when he hit a grand slam to help the New York Yankees win Game 1. And the other was in 2001, when he hit one to tie the game against the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
In the 2001 World Series, obviously you all know the Yankees played against the Diamondbacks. The series went to Game 7, which we all know, when Luis Gonzalez, his childhood friend, hit a single against Mariano Rivera in the bottom of the 9th inning to win the World Series and deprive poor Tino Martinez of another ring. Luis Gonzalez later recalled after the game, when he went home to check on his answering machine, the first message of congratulation was from Tino Martinez. In 2002, while with the St. Louis Cardinals, during his first visit to Yankee Stadium, he was met by a long cheering crowd in appreciation of his championship years in Yankee pinstripes. Tino Martinez won an Olympic gold medal as a member of the United States Baseball Olympic team in 1988. In 2005, Tino ended his brilliant 16-year baseball career and began working as a game analyst for ESPN and continues contributing to baseball as a batting instructor for different ball clubs. My friends, at this time it is truly a privilege and a pleasure, on your behalf as well as mine, to welcome Luis Gonzalez and Tino Martinez.
New York, New York. These vagabonds.
And now, let us enjoy, let us learn, and let us be inspired by a few words from each of our inductees. First, let me introduce Mr. David Montes.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen to me. I wanted to go on and play perhaps college ball, I don't get rid of that, and maybe not the NFL, but I wanted to continue. And these things happen to athletes. Athletes get injured. And it's something that people don't like to talk about. But injuries do happen, and that's what happened to me. But I admire these guys, as we all do, and I thank you. I thank you very much for this recognition. Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Good evening, everybody. Let me tell you, it's a real privilege for me to be here this evening, all these inductees. It's proud for me. When I started as a football coach, my first clinic, I went down to Fort Isabel, and I was going to listen to Tom Landry. When I listened to him, he stood us up, and he said a prayer. And after that, he said, gentlemen, you guys that are just starting into coaching, I'm going to tell you three things. You have to keep this in order. Number one, God. Number two, your family. Number three, your job. Because you as football coaches, a lot of times forget about your family and forget about God and get involved so much in your work. So I want to thank God and take those priorities tonight for giving me the opportunity of playing here at Nixon High School and being able to graduate from Nixon and go on a scholarship to the University of Monterey Tech. That was Coach Raul Trevino and Nick Villarreal that really helped me here at Nixon. And I think God had a plan for me to go to Monterey. Next, I'd like to say thank to my family who's sitting back here, this table back here. My three kids, Cynthia, Frank, and Daniel, thank you, and I love you three. To my mom and my dad. Mama, gracias por enseñarme cómo trabajar duro. Thank you for teaching me how to work tough. To my brother Michael, stay strong, buddy. All right, and for my wife, Mitty, I love you, baby, and you complete me. Without you, I could have never done it, baby. And I want to keep in that same order, last but not least, my job, Monterey Tech. For 28 years, being the head coach there, 18 national championships, 5 in a row. There's a lot of things that went on there. Send 6 players to the NFL. I mean, stats are good. But the biggest stat that makes me proud is that 98% of my football players graduated from the University of Monterey Tech. To finish, I'd like to thank the committee for thinking about me and giving me this opportunity to receive this trophy. To me, it humbles my heart to be among the inductees today. Thank you very much, and we'll see you down the road of life. Thank you.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. I'd like to thank the committee for having nominated me and inducted me. As I sit here among tremendous people, I just want to state that I am from Laredo, and I know everybody's been talking about Nixon. And probably I'm the only one that went to St. Joseph's Academy. We were 26 or 27 in my high school class, and I'm very proud to say that about 95% of them are professionals. I learned how to speak English because of the brothers, of the Maris brothers that came to Laredo and forced me to speak English. If not, I would have had a very hard time. I graduated from St. Joseph's and went to the University of Texas. Never thought I'd make it, we did it. After which I went and I did surgery at the University of Toronto in Toronto, Canada. After completing my surgery, the residency,